Hello to anyone who listens to this recording. I am doing it live. I'm about to talk about Intel Optane Memory and solid-state hyperdrives. So let's get started. As I understand it, Intel Optane Memory is a stick of cache. It is designed to support a pre-existing drive. It works with all drives. The reason I'm saying that is because of what is being said at this time. There is some people who say that the Intel Optane memory does not work with solid-state drives. It does, it's just that the performance boost is not noticeable. You will notice a performance boost when Intel Optane memory is paired with a hard drive. It is a pretty significant boost. With that cleared up, let's talk about the requirements. They are pretty steep. It does require an available M2 slot, certified motherboard, and Kaby Lake processors i3 or greater. Installation seems to be easy, as far as I can tell. It requires you to put the Intel Optane memory into the M2 slot and then run an installation when you get to your operating system. Be warned that the Intel Optane memory does take a portion of your operating system files. It does that so it can help your hard drive boot faster. That means if you try to uninstall or remove a Intel Optane memory, you're going to want to make sure that the operating system files are out before that is done. Um, let's go ahead and talk about read and write speed before I move into solid-state hyperdrives. So when you look at the benchmarks, like this one here, they're going to give you the read and write speed. When it comes to gaming, you want to focus on the read speed. This is because read speed is more important than write speed um, once you start getting into the game. The game that you are playing already installs its files by the time you get there. So all the hard drive is doing, for the most part, is retrieving and reading files. When you move into a new zone or instance, at that point, it may need to write new files, but it's pretty minor. So I'll link this to you so you can look at it. It's pretty easy to see that um, it does a lot for the hard drive. It's not going to beat a Samsung 960 EVO, which is listed in this benchmark, but the cost is significantly less. Um, they used a Western Digital hard drive for this particular benchmark. It does not list if it's a blue or black. Western Digital drives come in many different models and colors. Blue and black is the most common. Blue costs about $50, black costing anywhere between $80 and $100. The black line is supposed to be their gaming line. Intel Optane memory at 16 gigabytes is going to be roughly $50. So you can definitely get a lot more out of Intel Optane memory and a hard drive in comparison to this. All right, solid state hybrid drives. The reason I want to talk about this is because it's the only thing that I have not seen in the benchmarks. I want to see it in the benchmarks due to its speed. Solid state hybrid drives are 4 to 5 seconds faster than a normal hard drive and 1 to 2 seconds slower than a solid state drive. I've been told that the performance boost on a solid state hybrid drive is significant. How significant, I don't know. I would have to wait for a PC company or group to run a benchmark to see if this can beat the 1338 scoring that the Optane plus Western Digital hard drive managed to get on the scoring. So hopefully I'll update my YouTube with a recording when that happens. So I guess seeing as we have a little bit of time, let me just deviate once more and talk about current gaming rigs. So most gaming rigs will run a solid state with a hard drive. You can RAID formation a solid state with a hard drive, but it's not a good thing to do. This is something that most PC companies and PC builders get wrong. When a solid state drive is paired with a hard drive in RAID formation, it slows the solid state down. The amount it slows it down varies by application and things of that nature, but generally speaking, it is a significant amount of slowness when it comes to that. So I would like to see that compared to a solid-state hybrid drive paired with an Intel Optane memory, and then those two taken to the benchmarks and compared with the results of the um, Optane memory paired with the Western Digital, just to see where things turn out. That's the most I have for right now. Thanks for listening.